Just send him up post own as keys. Still the prince, my name Hill Band.
I'm good, man, as always. Grand.
Simnandi thina ngabulisa abalaleli beHeadwarmaz.
Molweni nonke, and I'm actually happy that you guys are listening. So, yeah, man.
Abantu abangakwaziyo Principlez ungathi nje usichazele nge-background yakho up until like now.
Okay, Principlez is an artist, a rap artist that's been doing it for quite some time.
Yeah.
I'm the founder and the director of the Alpha Lifestyle Group, which is a new company based in entertainment, and we're working with the Mobcow Entertainment. So most of the bands from Immersive 10 to being Principlez, the single 2011 Exendangam, and the rest of the other stuff I've done till now, which is working on EP Ngoku, the original Alpha. It's dropping later this year. I've already shot a couple of videos with this guy next to me, Mpendulo Mabindisa of NuHome Productions. So yeah, man, August span.
So unobisa pa ubuze umbuzo ba like which artist yakwenza fall in love with hip hop?
That was Nas, man. Get Yourself a Gun. That's the song that sparked the fire within me. In fact, the first song I written, it was right after Get Yourself a Gun. So
Okay, cool. So like in terms of hip hop, like we access akwakunzima kangakanani la xesha? Like idlalwa ezirapini or wena Nas wakho wamfumana njani?
it was just Kwaito, man, at that time, and especially Ekaslam, yabo. Like everyone was just doing Kwaito, and I was the first guy to actually make hip hop trend. Paikasi, yabo. Fortunately enough, the guy that introduced Nas to me is a family guy who came from Eastern Cape. I don't know how he managed to access that music, but yeah, he introduced Nas to me, and I was like, okay, I think I can do this, because so
So you fell in love.
yeah, man. I mean, it was like love at first sight, if I may put it that way. But well, I've been doing it for quite some time. Yeah.
What can perform up like from the first time you call the mic or to perform up and the angel like performance and stuff?
The all NYs, I think 2008, if I'm not mistaken, and unfortunately we got booed before we even got on stage. Yeah, but yo,
I think I was there on that.
yeah, but we killed it. You know that. We killed it. Yeah, well, for me that was like a learning curve, man, and that was not the first time I got booed on stage. But luckily, I always get booed before I even do anything.
Why,
you know?
bro? Why is that the case?
The thing is, I always come across as a shy guy if you don't know me. It's a front. It's a front, and you know the thing is, I enjoy being an underdog, because for me it's like, what's the point of creating a false impression before you even implement what you're trying to do, and then people are like, this is not what we expected, you know. So I always like to keep it on a low until live in action, you know. So that's what it's about, man.
Okay, one question from me. Mnane, I tend to judge the artist according to the type of artist they listen to.
Yes.
How important is that to you?
No, definitely. I'll tell you what. I believe now what you listen to is exactly what you will become. You know, personally, I regard myself more of a musician rather than just a hip hop head, because
Okay.
of I have a duty as a producer as well to listen to all spectrums of music, you know. So as a result, you'll find me listening to soul, you'll find me listening to trap, you'll find me listening to boom bap, you'll find me listening to jazz, all those things, and you will pick it up in my music, you know. When I decide to sing, I sound like a reggae artist, you know. When I'm rapping, I sound a certain way, but it's always different because of what I'm listening to, you know. So I always try to infuse my experiences, my inspirations into one umbrella, which defines who Principlez is, So.
Okay.
I want to go back, man. Did you have, like, back in the day when you started writing, did you have, like, mentors, like people who listen to your music and guide you in such a direction? This is how you should write your raps. This is how you should, like, hold the mic. This is how you should perform.
The disadvantage is that I was the first one, so I had to mentor myself and mentor other people after me. So that was the disadvantage. But fortunately enough, man, I was listening to the right music, all the time. Like, I would listen to music from Park, Blue and Exile, Nas, and other cats, Bone. Like, I even went back to KRS-One just to get inspired and sort of get the feel of how hip-hop used to be back then, And then I've always tried to stay current. If the sound changes, there's some sort of guarantee that I will move with the wave. But one thing I've learned also is to not lose myself in the mist, because I feel that a lot of cats, they just go with the flow without identifying themselves bazofitha njani into what's happening, and by doing so, it's actually something I've learned from people like Busta Rhymes, Snoop Dogg. Snoop has always been Snoop, like the laid back, chilled guy, but you still find him in the current sound. Same as Busta Rhymes. In his album, you will find 3 current songs and the old Busta Rhymes, So that's the type of stuff that actually inspires me to stay the person I am. And I also believe that I have a story to tell. I'm a different breed of an MC, Like, I got to a point where I realized that this music we're trying to build will not amount to anything if we don't learn the business side of it, So I've always tried, like, basically in the recent times, to find how to maneuver myself with what's happening at the moment and basically the business, because really we all want to eat. No, I'm sure McDonald's knowing they can make $1 million with the music, So if there was a choice, which the choice is something you have to create, but I quit my job for this thing, So I'm doing it full time and it's going quite well, So yeah, man.
You quit your job?
Yes, I did.
Dude.
Yes.
So, like, if feeling decision with family, or you just decided, fuck, man, I hate my 9 to 5. I want to focus on my music.
Bruh, at the end of the day, the future is mine alone. Even twins are not born at the same time. So at the end of the day, you have to make that decision alone. So, my parents didn't approve, but they know what I'm capable of. They've seen what I've tried to create. But also because of in my hood, I've always had a problem. I don't call it a problem more than it's just a challenge that needs to be tackled. I think because of the environment and you're not only Payamfuleni, the people that are surrounding me, we have like these big ideas and stuff. But now, when we try to introduce to them, they not like on that pace as Tina at that moment, So like they end up not knowing if they should invest their time into this idea. They don't even know how it's going to turn out, how it's going to be. I've even tried to host fun workshops and seminars for the artists where I can share the experiences and the business ideas I've acquired throughout the years, But unfortunately, nobody pitched. So I'm at a space now where I'm like, you know what? It's time to focus on myself more, so that like the way they can learn from what they see. You understand? Instead of me just trying to propose ideas they don't even know at the end of the day. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment.
Okay, this is not a hip hop question, or I'm sure, but abantu bakha was I singer. I'm kidding.
Oh God.
Next.
No, it's fine, but
Next question.
I'm not getting an answer.
Yeah, I think you should.
No, you don't have to answer.
I'm trying to search USB, but I'm not winning, bruh. So
okay.
Yes, but so now Sabi Sizala Ingoma, and then we're gonna get back to Mpendulo. What's another question for?
No, that was the last one. So
Wow, from Mpendulo, Mnanaban.
Okay, basically, single counts in many ways, man. I'm not married, so I'm single. Let's leave it at that.
So mna ndifuna ubuyela kule way yakho uyithetha ba like endlini ubaxelela ba life yakho. So are you set ba usetele ixesha elingakanani to make sure your music uzawuqala ukubhatala uzoqala ukutyisa? Because kune bills efuneka ezibhatele. Kunokutya efuneka ugrosana. Iprices yenyuka ndoda.
I'm getting paid, man.
Oh.
Yes, I am. I'm getting paid, but obviously we're still trying to build more. We're doing quite an amazing project for Transnet. We're dealing with kids where we go to schools and teach them about the teenage health. It's boys, and I think it's only important that we give back to the community in a sense of these kids see us on a daily basis, and they inspired. But at the end of the day, if we don't step up our game and try to show them what way to move, you understand, then we're not doing enough. So basically what we're trying to do is we use music as a metaphor for them to actually learn or you could program on a physical type of form instead of just, okay, you have to wake up and take a bath. We give them a reason why do you need to always look good, So as an artist, branding is very important. You always have to be on point in everything you do. So we use this as sort of like the metaphor for the kids to learn quicker, So that's what we're doing. But the actual program is handled by Imopcow Entertainment, which is in affiliation with us, like we work together. So yeah, and there's other projects like this event we're doing tomorrow. That's where our bread and butter is, man, and the gigs, obviously. But sometimes it can be difficult when it comes to gigs, man. Like, if there's no Zaga in it, it's sad. But it depends on, obviously, what the people are trying to accomplish with the gig itself, and sometimes it's not just about money. It's about also what I can benefit from the gig. What crowd is it? Is it something different from what I'm used to? Who are going to be the patrons? Maybe the VIPs that are going to be there. So I can also sell myself. So that's what it's about, really.
That's why I always say I would struggle to be an artist because if we figure event and there's no people, how do I expect you to pay me? I would
definitely
sympathize with you, but okay, like I would empathize actually, because in this big like but then there's no people.
Exactly.
So I'm not long by artist because I know where's a Bali at all.
It's difficult.
Let's go to a song, man. Let's really sit it anymore. Bushradio 89.5 FM is the Headwarmaz show. Principlez Lucina Yapi studio, a city accent, and that's a remix, right? Yeah, we had the original, which it was on high rotation I think on Bushradio as well as the Headwarmaz show.
Yes.
Like the feeling, like.
Bruh, the thing is, at that time I was fresh out of a crew that was quite popular, so yeah. I sort of like had to rebrand myself, and this identifying with Lucha, and Exandangam was born. But then the nice thing is, like, it was really surprising when I saw how people felt about the song, so I had to sort of like send it to radio stations, and I believe, yes, I remember actually. That was the first interview I had up at Bushradio with Headwarmaz, and it was quite amazing when I saw also one the host were also feeling the song, So that was good, man. Like, the reception was really good.
You might never know, maybe Kuba Lape Studios, that's it, pretender. So that
possibly,
you feel sad.
Yeah.
So i-project yakho izoyikhupha late this year. So zazi like i-tracks actually also spanne kuzo wena.
Yes.
Zingaphi tracks as expect?
Yes. It's an EP. Expect 7 songs, but it's gonna be a deluxe EP. I have quite a good surprise. I'm working with Mpendulo, as I said, to make sure that this whole thing is gonna blow South Africa and Africa like
So
to the next level.
yeah, you only gonna release like 7 songs. Why the long wait?
The thing is, it's perfection, man. I'm a perfectionist. I'm not gonna lie about that, and I believe the longer you take and polish your craft, the better. I'm used to working under pressure, honestly, but the thing is, sometimes there's those late ideas that hit you, and you're like, flip. If bendiyenzile and the song is already out, then you can't change anything, So that's why I sort of like want to wait, and most importantly, this project requires money, bruh, like money. Last year alone, I spent like 60K just on. Yeah.
What the car? Like,
Car is not important at the
all the,
moment. man.
Sure, ngenthenge fridges you
how much grocery?
for
How much?
for
You Mabindisa, I will spend like.
can I say for what? Is it allowed? As a fridges you too.
Come on, Mabindisa, man. We
Yeah,
need
but-
a meeting up in studio. Yeah, man.
Now, like the most important thing for me is that, like I said, I'm a perfectionist. I produce my music, which I cut a lot of costs, but I don't handle mastering ngokwam, although I'm a mastering engineer as well, but rather omyumdo ayenze, someone I can trust, and it's always good to outsource sometimes, like someone with a fresh ear, and also videos are not cheap, man. If you want quality, you have to pay for that. Even Nandenzaloi favor, actually, just to be honest about it, Nandenzaloi favor, there was a lot of discounts from what I got, but also because it was a package deal, we shot 3 videos, so there's like 4 more to go. Yeah,
Muthatha nje ufungile camera noma i-250.
you can't do that, man. I take my art seriously.
Why ingoma irepe wena urepe la verse after ingoma ukuzibona videos zicheap only azidibani tu.
That's the thing, and just to highlight something, I think that's the issue we have as Cape Town.
Yeah,
We don't want to go all out. We're good with just being good. We don't want to excel in anything, and it's a problem. Like, I always advise artists that come to my studio that, look here, don't rush for a project. Nah? A lot of us want to have projects, but instead of like paying 2,000 to do a 10-track song, because bedroom studios are quite cheap,
Yeah.
but also the quality is cheap as well, it can reflect. So why not spend that 2,000 on one song you believe in? Make sure it gets properly produced, mixed and mastered. Then you can send it to radio. You won't have problems, but that radio station is not playing my music, because I'm sure even you guys want quality here.
Yeah.
And I think also a couple of years back, that's the issue you guys had, abantu bekhalaza, but umculo ngodlala uzodlala njani ungasound right. Yabo. So we need to also be fair towards abantu be radio. Compilers won't just take your music for the sake of it, but no, it's local, we have to play it. It has to be quality. So yeah, man.
Yeah, but there's also one thing which I'm worried about. When you say, okay, you can spend like a lot of money in one track. Abantu, I feel like if you release a song, let's say like one song in 3 months or 4 months or 5 months time, or a year you release 2 songs, people will forget about you.
Depends.
Depends on what.
You have to come to me. I'll show you how to do it. But let me tell you how it's done.
Yeah.
Look here, first of all, if your song is good,
Yeah.
you need to have someone who's gonna handle your branding, your marketing and PR. Né? Someone who's gonna administer your bookings and everything. That's how you stay relevant. I handle most of my stuff, but I don't talk as principles. I find it funny sometimes when you send me an email, you'll be talking to Lusanda. You're not gonna talk to principles. You understand? Because I know the importance of that alone. You understand? Because if you're gonna keep saying, yeah, I'm fit, I know the sharp, we're never gonna take ourselves seriously, you know. Izinto sizenzayo, we're gonna keep doing favors for each other until siguge, retire, and there's nothing in the bank account. What are we gonna tell our kids? Because it's a problem for me, like even the fact that we as the younger generation have to work for our parents and our kids have to work for us. We're hustling backwards. White people don't do that. Abantu, they work for their kids and their kids work for their own kids. You know, it's like that. That's how you accumulate a wealth for not only the family, but that's how we can actually take control of the economy as black people, you know. So something does like that we don't take note of. So yeah, man.
Yeah, let's go to another joint, which is Principlez featuring Pasco.
Yeah,
let's tell you about la joint venture.
Okay, basically we've been friends with the Bin and Pasco, you know, for a very long time, and you know, we never did a song together. Okay, there is one, but it's for a documentary that was shot by people from UK, Boris Austin. And we featured Louisa Patterson, also from a UK, but you're probably gonna see it like at a later stage, you know, good documentary. But then we felt, well, it's been long overdue, you know, we always sing together, but we never did a song together. So we decided, okay, basically I was gonna do something for a birthday, just for the fans, you know, to show them that I haven't forgotten. Nobody take Waka for so long, but I'm still around. So I did a beat for another artist and he chose another one, and I was like, I'm gonna use this one, he's lost, you know. So I took the beat and I used it. 3 days down the line the song was born. We dropped it within that 3 days on my birthday and people loved it. So we shot a video. I'm not worried, man. Honestly, I'm not worried because I did it knowing but it's gonna be good for him, but obviously he loved the other one, which is also a nice beat, you know. But yeah, so I used the idea I had for this one. So yeah, man.
Cool.
Headwarmaz on the global.
It's Bushradio 89.5 FM is the Headwarmaz show. What a nice song, bruh.
Thanks, man.
What's going on?
Sarapa ngeswag, just the voices.
They boy, kumiswag,
Yeah, man. I just feel bad, you know. It's high time, man. You know, Cape Town is the hub of boom bap, you know, and at the moment, like, it's difficult to get into the right spaces that will ensure our growth, you know, like. We can't sustain the music without getting paid, so we need to at least now try to balance it off with the mainstream, you know, without having to lose our identity.
So you're saying boom bap cats don't get paid gigs?
No, man, I'm not saying that, but look at the statistics, bro. Look at the statistics. The thing is, I feel, but you need to first make a mark, you know. Once you make that mark, then you can do whatever, you know. Because look at people like J. Cole, like Kendrick Lamar, you know, like how they started and now what they are doing. They changing this whole thing, you know. And even Kanye West decided to go back, you know, to the old Kanye because he's seeing that. And fortunately enough, we have people like Abo Nasty C that are bringing like the real element, you know, into the commercial scene. So it's high time for Cape Town to capitalize on that because, I mean, Cape Town is a place that's infested with lyricism, you know, so that's the advantage we have now.
I want to know, do you feel like Cape Town needs to maybe as I'm a fan in the job in order to get paid?
No.
Because you don't feel like they get paid boom bap.
What I'm saying is our boom bap needs to be commercially viable.
Okay.
It shouldn't be like that depressing sound if you're gonna send your song to a radio, you know. It won't get a play, you know. You can put it on your project, you know. But we need to consider about currently people are looking to hear a certain sound, you know. And you can actually do that with the boom bap. You can do it with the boom bap, you know. Look at like songs like King Kunta and you know, it's boom bap if you think about it. It has funk to it. So basically, we just need to enjoy ourselves more. You know, the social commentary is good, but we need to also consider about life is not just about stress. You can turn stress into something good. You know, if you don't come up with the solutions, what's the point of even dwelling on your stresses?
Stress nje.
Bro, I know we all do.
Asikwazi ubhatala abantu evasithi abakwazi ungena abantwana.
Tell us how we can solve the problem.
See,
Your suggestions.
Banazo suggestions. I feel point yakho, but abantu banazo, but it's like zikhona ilonge nozenza ezixhomekeke kwabanye abantu zenze.
Yes.
Which is zizwe ezibahold back abantu bangakwazi ukwenza izinto. To your point, zikhona there are cats who can rap about izinto ba umntana ohlale next door uyalamba and all that, but you find that cat ayipha izama icebo ithi okay cats make sidibaneni, let's do an event, okay whatever amali esiyenzileyo sizo fundraiser sinikezele mhlawumbe to la family or okanye cats, let's decide to clean our area to make sure ba ikasi lethu alikhomdaka. I feel your point, but there are artists as good dictating but as not action.
That's my point exactly, man. And also just to add on that, Yazi, I'm gonna put this bluntly.
Yeah.
Kwenza mali ayisosono. We Cape Town niggas need to stop feeling ashamed of seeking money for our art. We spend money for a studio time. We spend money to go perform. Singabhadalwa. We take taxis. I even came to this interview, I have to pay for a petrol. You understand? We need to consider if we take our art serious and if we respect our art, then we should respect ourselves as well to an extent whereby we can be like, okay, look here, you want to book me to a gig, this is how much I'm charging. We can negotiate on top of that. Because there's bills to be paid, like you said. I quit my job so that I can charge abantu ekugqibeleni, you understand, for my art. And also I can avail myself and make time to perfect this art, you know. So that's the point, man. And also just like a key point. Like, money is not the root of all evil. Poverty is. That's it, man.
Okay. To get back to EP yakho, which is release later, ngobani is new artists that are involved with the project yakho?
Okay, basically into eyenzekayo, I have been in Pasco. Mpendulo also suggested an artist I can work with. I'm not gonna mention him now because it's not confirmed yet, but okay. It's also someone I feel I would enjoy working with, you know. There's also a remix of one of the songs. It's not going to be on the project, but it's like an off remix by one of the people in the camp. And I also have a replicant. Actually, before Ndiza Apa, we were busy with the recording of a new song we're working on. So, yeah, those are the cats that I have on the project currently.
So is it going to be free or are you selling?
Hell no. No, man, I'm gonna charge. Like I said, bro, last year alone I spent a lot of money, you know, trying to put 3 songs together, you know, and like there's 4 more to go. I'm gonna need help, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I can do 2 songs
but
and have it. No, not Guni, definitely not Guni. It's for the project, yes, but I'm not going to ask you for money for a project. You know, there are places that are willing to give the artists imali. There's like product placement. Just to give you a hint, you put a product on your video, charge those people. You just need to know how it works. You just need to know the logistics. How much is it, you know, like to put somebody's product on your video, you know. Yeah, so it's advertising. Like even if it's just 3 seconds, like that's advertising. You have to charge for it. So that's the space I'm moving into.
Because also now they pay a lot of money to make sure there's an advertising one. So
exactly.
In other ways,
this is what I've learned a couple of years ago. It's something I read actually from someone who's on top of the media chain, they said on their domain they charge something like 800,000 for a 3-minute advert. And I was like, wow. So if I can put somebody's product on what I'm doing for 3 seconds, maybe I can charge a portion of that, just to get something.
Okay, getting back to landed product placement.
Yes.
I'm sure they want to know. So it does not depend on video yakho in order for people to babafake products zabo in your video.
Exactly, that's the first move you need to make. You need to be prominent. Step 1, you need to build a name for yourself.
But what do you bring to them which guarantees, but okay, my video is going to be played on SABC1? Because I'm sure they would want to know. I would want to know. If you come to me with your uti, okay, this is my new video, can you please fake a product? Obviously, I would say, okay, let's see something that says, okay, yes, your video is going to be on SABC1. That's
the importance of your biography. If your biography in a scali is heavy enough, like in my biography, I have like 2 international nominations already. I've been part of Castlelight Extra Cold Music Campaign. I feature Richard Timberland. We've been through like Ezebaya, which are really cool. We've had our song play on Live Amp and other platforms as well, so we've had interview on Expresso, like one is easy. But now the next move, in fact we have our video playing on Channel O. In fact it was playing, I'm not sure now, I'm not really much of a TV person, but those things, they at least give some sort of faith. But this person knows what they're doing. And back to Landa Benditeta. An artist needs a publicist. Publicists are friends with these people about the gatekeepers. That I can guarantee you. So once you have a publicist, it's easy for them to go personally to those people about the compilers. But look here, I have this artist I'm pushing. That's how it works. That's how it works. And then, because the publicist knows by whether they get paid in royalties, whether they get paid in compensation, or they charge, like an upfront, we call it carpe diem, a la carte, in fact. So basically, if that's the case, then it's much easier to get into those spaces. So I've trained myself personally to be a publicist, and fortunately enough, I also have a team. Here's Max right next to me. There's Steve there. I have other people as well. Mbazo is just outside. We have a huge camp, and it's growing. And we have Marvin as well that also handles some departments in the PR, So yeah, we have some people, man, that actually ensure that younger Lendosians is gonna get to the spaces that finally goes. But most importantly, quality.
Yeah, before we wrap up, you got something which is interesting. I see some beautiful lady right here in front of me. Hello. Yeah, tell us about that. The lady's nice.
Okay, basically that's how we're kicking off our year this year. People that have been following a trend here too, personally, your company, just to put it precisely, is that like every Valentine's Day we normally drop a song. Unfortunately, we couldn't this year. We were too consumed by Izinto as a company, and there was not enough time to put together a song. So we decided, okay, instead of having that, because we were going to just show our appreciation to the women, So we decided, let's put together an event where we can celebrate the ladies that have been prominent for all these years in the Cape Town music scene, So as much as I may be a hip-hop head, but I'm a businessman as well, and besides Londo, I'm a musician, and every type of music is welcome, So we decided, okay, we think Miss Eve and Anonymous DJ would be best candidates for that, because they've been holding it down for so long for Cape Town, and everybody's talking about them. You can't talk about Cape Town female DJs in the dance type of scene without thinking of their names, you know. So that's the thing, and we'll be there to support them, you know, as artists. And we have Latoya from Bushradio to host, and also the reason why we felt Latoya would be a good candidate as well is because of she's a feminist, you know, and she's been vocal about it. She supports women causes and stuff, and also we've been supporting those types of causes. So I think it's only fair that we get someone like that who will know how to handle something of that nature, you know, without being told what to do.
Just send him up us our own as keys. Still the prince, my name held band the knees. I'm tired with these. The only thing y'all drop is Eves. I said I'll blow ball in this tongue like New Year's Eve.